Hi there. In this video, we are going to learn how to use tree diagrams to solve probability questions. Tree diagrams are a helpful visual tool for understanding and calculating probabilities. They're especially handy when you have multiple events with different outcomes. Let's look at our first example. A simple coin toss. Imagine you're flipping a coin. We want to find the probability of getting a head on the first toss and a tail on the second toss. This point represents the start, the first decision point or node. At this point, we can either get a head, H, or a tail, T, on the first toss. Draw the required branches, one for each possibility, like this. Now, at the end of each branch, we reach the second decision point, the second toss. Again, we can either get a head or a tail. Draw two more branches for each possibility. You've just created a tree diagram. It visually shows all the possible outcomes of the two coin tosses. Now, let's fill in the probabilities. The probability of getting a head on the first toss is 1/2 because there are two equally likely outcomes, head or tail. Do the same for the second toss. To find the probability of the combined events, just multiply the probabilities along each branch. So, for getting heads followed by tails, it's 1/2 times 1/2 equals 1/4. That's how you use a tree diagram to solve a basic probability question. Tree diagrams can be applied to more complex situations with multiple events or choices. The key is to break down the events step by step and calculate the probabilities along each branch. It's a great tool to help you visualize and solve probability questions. Let's look at our next example. An odd sock drawer. Imagine you now have a drawer of loose odd socks. You pick a sock at random and put it on. The next time you pick, you will have one less sock, so our next choice is impacted by our first. This is conditional probability. If there were 3 green and 4 pink socks, our probability tree would look like this. We can now follow each set of the branches to find the probability for all combinations of sock choices.